What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six, number 46. I'm Rob. Today I'm doing a bourbon. I'm borrowing this from my younger brother Luke, so thank you very much, Luke. It's the Woodford Reserve Distiller Select. Okay, I'm gonna pour this out. I'm gonna talk a bit about it. This has recently tied for my favorite bourbon alongside Elijah Craig 12-year-old. I've tried it before. I didn't remember it being so good. And I've done some research, and I'm going to read you guys some of the research as to why it's probably as good as it actually is. All right, first off, I want to say that's natural color. Okay, that's a really dark whiskey to be natural color, and there's no age statement on the bottle, but I'm guessing it's anywhere between 3 to 10 years old. So not very old, and still has such a depth of color. That's pretty impressive in my opinion. All right. Each bottle, each barrel is handcrafted. Okay, so the way they do it, they don't do a huge warehouse manufacturing where they're just pumping out bottle after bottle after bottle. Okay, they have 5 reasons why they believe they're a better bourbon than others. I'm gonna read you those reasons. Their grain recipe, they have 18% rye in their bourbon. It has to be 51% corn whiskey, but they have 18% rye inside. So they believe that's a higher quality, that allows for a higher quality whiskey, because most bourbons don't have that much rye whiskey in them. They use iron-free limestone filtration for their water before distillation. Okay, before making their actual whiskey, they use limestone filtered water that's iron-free. Okay, their fermentation process is longer, so they feel that I'll read it right here. Our fermentation process is among the longest in the industry. It creates a great depth of character and complex range of flavors. Okay, that's definitely evident in the actual whiskey. Okay, distillation. The perfectly balanced flavor of Woodford Reserve comes from a careful batching process of whiskey distilled in pot stills and whiskey distilled in column stills. No other whiskey can boast such a flavor combination. So they use both pot stills and column stills, which is different. Most distilleries only use one or the other. Okay, and maturation. To qualify as bourbon, Woodford Reserve must be entered into new charred white oak barrels. That's why we build and char bourbon barrels at our very own cooperage. Okay, after filling barrels and transferred to a heat cycle warehouse until mature, where they are selected based on flavor, not age. Okay, so they're not emphasizing the age, but they're emphasizing the flavor, which is important. All right. This is really good stuff. If you haven't had Woodford Reserve, I suggest you go get a bottle right away. It's very, very reasonably priced. I think a full bottle, this is a small bottle, but I think the full bottle is around $40. So, and that's Canadian. In the States, I'm assuming it's a little bit less, probably in the $30 range, maybe even the high 20s. Okay. Anyway, on the nose. Buttery, sweet, candy corn. Baked apple pie. Caramel. Super, super sweet nose. Okay, lots of vanilla, a little bit of banana, like a cooked banana, or like a banana cake almost. Okay, ton of vanilla, like I said. All right, on the palate. Super smooth, super sweet. This is bottled at 45.2%, so it's not light, but it's smooth. That's got to be from the amount of char on their bourbon barrels. Okay, the white oak barrels probably are charred very, very, very dark. That allows for an interior of the barrel that's probably very close to charcoal, and charcoal is used to filter all sorts of impurities. I've talked about it a little bit before. In fish tanks, they use charcoal to filter impurities. In your Brita container, they use charcoal to filter impurities. And that's what's happening in the actual barrel, okay? The charcoal is filtering it out. It's making it smoother. It's making it creamier, okay? A lot of fruit. I want to say like baked peaches. I already said baked like apple pie, baked banana, okay? And then you get a ton of vanilla as well. It's like caramel, maybe a little bit of honey. It's super sweet. This is fantastic stuff, guys. That's a solid A. Woodford Reserve Distiller Select. This is bottle number 1732 and batch number 21. Okay, they make it in small batches, so I'm assuming each batch might have a slight difference in taste, but that's to be expected. Like I said, they're not mass producing their whiskey because they want to put a lot of effort into their whiskey. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon. So, you know, the South is known for their bourbon, and this is a testament to that. Same with the Elijah Craig that I've recently reviewed as well. Pick up a bottle, guys. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so that's a solid A. If you like this video, please share with your friends. Thanks to all my subscribers for watching and continuing to watch. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, you can subscribe below. Please, guys, add any comments you like at the bottom. If you have any questions, ask me some questions. If you have requests, send some requests as well, okay? I'm curious as to what you guys would like to hear next. I have a whole bunch lined up, but I will start listening to requests and seeing if I can make purchases according to those requests, okay? So feel free to comment below. On Instagram, I'm at Whiskey in the Six, and on Twitter, I'm at Whiskey_in_the_6, and both the Instagram and Twitter are 6 the number, not the word. Cheers, guys.